All right, as the title of this project shows, this is the stiff slab box, and and uh, as you can see here, it's a lidded box, and I'll go over some details as we get to them in the process. But some things I want to point out when it comes to the stiff slab box, we're going to be rolling slabs, and as the name denotes, the slabs need to be stiff first. They can't be bendy or flexible, but they have to be, of course, wet enough so that we can join them together. That's one important part. The slabs have to be stiff before you can start working on it. Also, a big mistake kids make a lot is as you can see, there's 6 sides to the box, but we start by just putting together, or cutting 4 sides, putting them together, and then putting those 4 sides onto a big slab to cut the 6th slab to size. And we join it to the slab before we cut it out, and we'll get to that more later. Also, some other considerations when you're finishing up. The edges need to be rounded off, especially on the so that the glaze can stick to it, because glaze doesn't stick to sharp edges. And we can't put glaze where the 2 parts of the lid join, or else it'll stick together when it gets glaze fired, and you won't be able to open your lid. Some other things to consider are the way you cut your lid. You don't have to make it exactly like this one here, but I just did because if you cut it just straight across and straight in, when you just tilt it over a little bit, it'll slide right off. But if you give it some sort of design where it kind of holds onto itself, then it won't fall off so easily. And when I cut this angle here, that's what kind of gives it that feature there. And also, you don't want to make it too busy. We'll get to that later when it comes to cutting lids too. All right, and of course in this video, I'm going to show the whole process. And the slab rolling part, it's pretty straightforward. You don't have to watch every second of it. You can put it on a double, you can skip through the video, but I just want to have it documented to show about how long it takes. And I realize that I don't really work that fast, but I realize that I do work a little bit faster than students who are making this for the first time. So it might take you a little bit longer, but it shouldn't take you 3 times as long as it takes me. All right, so the first thing I'll do is roll some slabs, and I'll show that in the first video.